Hey guys, Motorcarnut here, and today we're installing a starter on a 2011 Ford F150 with the 5.0 liter in there. All right, I'll give the years and models down below, but it's pretty much from 2009 up. And the starter itself is really not that hard to remove except one bolt. I mean, if the devil was an engineer, he would put the bolt right there for you to get out. It is very hard to get out. You have two here. They're 13 millimeter bolts like this. All right. And this one, because when it's in the car, I'm going to show you, it's up against the frame is right here. And there's really no other room to get it. And I'm going to show you a trick how to do it. You follow this, you can probably get that bolt out. You could probably have this starter out in an hour. I mean, even some mechanics take an hour and a half. All right, to do this. So you want to replace it yourself, you're going to save money because they charge a lot of money because of that reason. But anyway, what you're going to do, you're going to have a 13 millimeter socket, all right, 1/4 inch, and a 1/4 inch extension. What is this? This is, a 6-inch extension and a ratchet. This is a Craftsman, just, if you have the same one. And that's going to give you the room in the back to take it out if you're taking it out and to put it in. And another trick we're going to do is you make sure you put a little grease on them. All right, and on threads, nice, because aluminum and metal don't like each other once they sit for a long time, and especially in a bolt area that's extremely hard to reach. You put grease on it, it just makes it that much easier. And what we're going to do is before we install it, and again, I don't have a removal video. Just watch this video to install it. To remove it. All right, we're going to put this already lubed up like this. Not all the way like that, like this. And we're going to put a little piece of tape here. All right, so when we put it in the car, all we got to do is fish for it in the back and start screwing it in, instead of just trying to do it in the socket and everything. So it's another little trick. All right, even better than that, just get like a little piece of paper, a little piece of regular loose leaf paper, and put it here, just like that, and then put the bolt in there, something like that. It gives it like a little bit, so it doesn't, fall out. All right, like that, and just make sure it doesn't protrude too much, because when you put it in, you don't want it to be in the way. And that's the one that's going to be in the back. And when you're going to install the starter, we're going to install it like this. All right, and that one's already going to be in the back. We're going to go under the truck now. So here we go. This is what we're working with. I'm going to put the light on. Okay. Starter's going to go over here. And you see over here, the mount is right in the way. All right. It's very hard to get to it. So now you have one bolt here and one bolt here. And the other bolt is up and in here. So I'm going to put the starter in first, and then we're going to take it from there. So now, let's see if it's better like this. Better like this. Is we got the bolt with the lug where you're going to put the ground. We have this bolt here. Now the other one, you see where this is? Can you imagine? Let's zoom it out a little bit. It's on the top over there. So the way to get it is you have to get it through here. And look at the room there. There's hardly any room to get it. But with the extension that I said, you're going to have to jiggle it. And sometimes you can use an inspection mirror, and you can see the socket, and you'll see the bolt head, and you can guide your way on there. But that's going to be the hardest one to get. So what you want to do is you want to make these hand tight, both of them hand tight, wiggle it and make it hand tight as much as possible, because you want that top bolt to be as free as possible. You don't want it to bind at all, because it's bad enough you can hardly turn it. So you want it to be a little bit easier to turn. You can see where I got the ratchet right there. It goes all the way up in there. And if you can get an inspection mirror, all right, and put the inspection mirror over here, pretty much you'll see the bolt head, and you can guide yourself with the socket on the bolt itself. That's the best way to do it. Okay, so you tighten those three down. After you got those three, your power goes to the power lug right here. All right, the ground goes to the ground right here, the black and purple. All right, and the small S terminal wire goes on this 10 millimeter here. And you just tighten those three down, and you're gonna be done. And it's just like so. Ground, power, and the S terminal, the starter. All right, and then you're pretty much done. What I would do is get that heat wrap for exhaust, and I would put it around the solenoid here because it's right close to the exhaust here and the converter. Mine went, I don't know, a couple of years. The starter should last longer than that, probably because of heat. So I'm gonna get a heat wrap here and just put it around here and cool it down a little bit anyway. All right, just a side note, before you start this project, make sure you take off the negative battery terminal. You don't want to arc and spark, nothing like that, cause problems, blow out computers. Take the negative terminal off and put a rag on top so it doesn't like bend its way back and make contact. I've seen that before. And you may be thinking, because that bolt on the top is so hard to get to, that you may want to leave it out. Don't leave it out, because what's going to happen is the starter can cock to the side and prematurely wear the starter out, and more, the flywheel, where that pinion spins on the flywheel with the teeth, it'll start stripping it out, and you would have to pull the transmission just to replace that flywheel. So don't leave that out. All right, and then after all your hard work, a little bit of time, it took me about 40 minutes to do it. It may take you a little bit longer. We go like this, and nice. All right, guys, under the car, Motorcarnut. Please subscribe, hit that like button. Any question pertaining to the video, leave them below. I answer all my questions. If you learned something today, I really appreciate a donation to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.